So I personally grew up with Nickelodeon. I was born in 1996, so I have had the privilege of going through the evolution of SpongeBob, Rugrats, Hey Arnold, Danny Phantom, all the way now to the Loud House. So it has just been a whirlwind and a very exciting whirlwind because Nickelodeon has always been very diverse with its storytelling and its characters, being able to introduce different formats such as Avatar, The Last Airbender, and Avatar Legend of Korra. Also being able to walk the line of animation and live storytelling with things like iCarly and all that. And I know that's very different as far as timelines go, but it just kind of shows you that Nickelodeon has been consistently changing and evolving over the years to consistently keep up with what is going on and continue to entice people with their storytelling. The most important thing to me about this job is to be able to tell stories. I've always been drawn to Nickelodeon's characters, and character development has always been the bread and butter of my writing in general. Just being able to pick apart a character and tell them the things that are coming to you in your head and saying, oh, what is your favorite food? And what is your favorite color? And what are my hopes and dreams? And just being able to shape that, to me, is what writing is all about in general. So, in the long term, one of the top things that I would love to accomplish is being able to write my own animation for either middle grade or young adult audiences. I would love to write a TV animation because I think it has the best format for the kind of storytelling that I like to tell. And it would be amazing to tap into some of the experiences from my culture, being a Puerto Rican American, and being able to express that with other Puerto Rican Americans and help them feel a little bit more included in the world, and being able to reach those communities. My personality and background all stems from Miami, Florida. So being able to bring that culture into animation itself would be probably my top priority in the long term. The ways that I hope to achieve that is placing myself with people that actually know what they're doing in the animation industry. Placing myself with people who actually can teach me and help me grow and understand, okay, this is the process, this is how we get from point A to point B. And, being a part of the Netflix Foundations program really did help hone in some of those key details, but to really be immersed in it is the thing that I feel that I'm missing. And being able to grow with different companies that I would be a part of, being able to offer them my writing experience in return for experience of the animation world in general, that is how I plan to get from little novice screenwriter to being able to produce my own animation and reach people with my diverse stories. Honestly, the greatest problem that I can see myself facing with this job is not crying when I walk through the door. It has been a very, very, very long journey with how much I've wanted to write for animation, and a lot of it was subconscious, so I didn't even know half the time that it was a job. And then when I found out it was a job, I was like, oh my gosh, why did I not know this was a job? It sounds very common sense. But that would probably be the biggest problem, not crying as I walk through the door and realize, hey, I get to write for Nickelodeon now. In 5 years, I see myself surrounded with a bunch of people who are probably starting in the same spot as me, or probably a little ahead of me, or maybe a little few steps behind me. But either way, just surrounded by people who are dedicated to animation, dedicated to writing and storytelling, and being able to collaborate with all these wonderful individual minds to create a story that would actually reach a new generation. Because at the end of the day, like, everything that I write is for someone who is going to end up writing something for people 10, 20 years down the line. And I feel that's what Nickelodeon did to me, and it's only right to be able to say, okay, I learned from them, and now I get to tell you these stories that inspire you, and just keep the cycle going, because as humans we are storytellers, and that is literally what I feel like I was put on planet Earth to do. So I will continue to do it until someone tells me to stop.